Hi guys, welcome to Soul Stroll. My name is Liat and I'm here to show things in a spiritual perspective and remind ourselves that we're lucky when we choose gratitude. In this video I want to talk about will to live and how to increase that will to live. I'm gonna cut this video in 4 sections. So the first section is going to be about the chakras. We have many chakras, but we're going to focus about the 7 major chakras and especially about the 3 chakras in our lower body. The first one, the root chakra, called also base chakra, or in Sanskrit the Manipur, contains our will to live. And it's what keeps us grounded, basically, and holds our sense of survival. In order to keep the energy flowing in that area, we want to exercise a lot, take a walk, go out, exercise, take a walk in nature, clean your apartment, and of course, yoga and meditation is going to support you with all your chakras. The second one is Svadhisthana. It's the sacral chakra, and it's responsible for sexuality, passion, money, creativity, everything that basically we create and our abundance. And you can clean it on top of exercising and yoga and meditation. You can clear the air with some incense or Palo Santo, and you can connect to water energies, like take a bath or go to the lake. The third one is the solar plexus, the Manipur. This chakra holds the personal power in our self-esteem. It's our core. That's why it's so important even when we're just walking down the street, we just hold that we have that straight up position, and we focus here in the Manipur in the middle, and try to show it in the video, but it's basically not the right cut, but it's like the belly button, basically right behind the belly button. So that's the Manipur, and I really recommend you to start your mornings with a sun salutation and focus on your core muscles, core hold, and the energy you receive from the sun. Second part of how to increase life energy and how to increase the will to live is a wonderful book I read many years ago, and it affected me in such a way that I'll never forget it. The book is called A Man's Search for Meaning. It's from Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, and though the book theme and the difficult time it was taking place at, and that not easy experience, it contains so much hope, meaning, and amazing strength. Viktor Frankl was a very famous doctor. He was I think the head of any psychiatrist institute or division in a hospital, and he was working also with Freud, and he found out so many insights about the purpose and what gives us purpose, and how people with meaning and purpose survive even the most difficult situations. Now, don't make it a comparison of what he's been going through and what you're going through. There is no place to compare. Everyone is struggling with his own struggles. There is no room to compare. Everyone is doing the best he can in these circumstances that we get. But take the idea of it, this meaning, the purpose, and see how he wrote his, like when you read this book and you realize how he just went through, he could go literally through any horror, because he had his purpose and he was writing on little notes his insights that he wanted to share to the world. He knew it's important and he was folding it carefully, putting it in his pocket. That gave him the purpose to survive. If you haven't read that book, I think it's pretty clear, I highly recommend it. It's from Viktor Frankl, A Man's Search for Meaning. Now the third section of this video is based on a Japanese model. It's called the Ikigai, and I made a little chart here. I hope you can see from the chart, but if it's not clear, I'm just gonna have a little overview here. Ikigai is life, purpose, life, meaning in many Eastern cultures, and now according to this chart, a Japanese chart, we all have this obligation to find our life purpose, and we have a duty to find it and act accordingly. And this is in that circle, it's what you love. Here it's what the world needs. Here is what you can be paid for, and here's what you're good at. And when you merge these sections, you find these the overlapping area, which is if you do what you love, for example, and what you're good at, then you have passion. And what really makes sense is if you do what you're good at and what you can be paid for, then that's your profession. The mission is your mission is what you love and what the world needs. And the vocation is what the world needs and what you can be paid for. Well, you can check it out. And I really recommend to take a piece of paper and do that work for yourself. This can really help. Write down what you love to do. It can be eating chocolate or feeding dolphins. And try not to judge anything while you're writing it. Just let it be. Just be your authentic self. You know what you love, you know what you're good at. Just put it down. And see if you find new overlapping points that are interesting and that can spark an insight inside you. Now the fourth and last section for this video, and I think also maybe the most important thing. If you want to increase your power to live and you want to be more content and live a more fulfilled life, you choose gratitude. Gratitude is linked and related to your level of happiness. So if your mind is always trying to tell you what's wrong and what should have been different, then give him a fight back and give him a good thought of something you're thankful for. For anything bad that happened to you, have something like a contra with the good thought of gratitude. And you can also try and keep a journal of good, bad things and write down how many good things happen to you and how many bad things happen to you. Of course, everything is subjective, because sometimes we can even change our mind about what was good and bad in retrospective. But you can write down and see that although our mind tends to put lots of weight towards bad stuff, there is a lot of good stuff, especially those things we're taking for granted. So gratitude is the key. And personally, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, before I open my eyes, the first thing I do is saying thank you. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, God. Thank you, Universe. Thank you. Doesn't matter what you believe in, you can just thank that energy, that pure light. Be grateful. Say thank you when you wake up. And that sense of appreciation will give you energy just by admitting that you are blessed. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you love, happiness. I wish you health. Stay tuned and namaste.